From the newest ballpark on the Major League landscape, there's a look inside Marlins Park in Miami. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. Jose Fernandez, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he does have a curveball. It's one of those kind of sweeps across the plate, kind of like a slow slider.
Ben Revere heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today.
The afternoon for Washington, center fielder Ben.
And we are underway this afternoon from Miami as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 106.
Here it comes, 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's probably how this afternoon's going to play out. I mean, this is a home plate umpire that likes to keep a tight strike zone.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I really appreciate the way that Bryce Harper plays the game. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Christian Yelich in this one. Very athletic, a wiry type of guy that gets very good jumps, has a good arm as well. We'll see if he makes an impact defensively in this one.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitch. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Look to get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
706.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Finley
going back to the track. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he's going for it all, headed for the plate.
But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
In the second spot.
I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a three-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of errors. And they are going to hit him with an E. It's well-deserved.
Seaver comes set. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch.
Wow, play.
And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Batting third.
Will Clark digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Finley is in pursuit. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting fourth.
Now to the plate, Reggie Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Floyd is there. And that's the third out. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, they're already down by 1 after the top of the first, so you've got to get yourself right back into this ball game. Punch back a little bit and see if you can get your crowd back in.
Barry Larkin comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Standing in now, Cliff Floyd. Down the first baseline. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting third.
So stepping in, Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Jose Bautista, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors in a...
Hello?
Adrian Gonzalez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
23. Adrian Gonzalez.
Driven to right field and deep. Back goes Gonzalez. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, as that'll give the Rangers a 2-0 lead. Oh, and here's one hit high and deep to left field, and they're going to wind up with back-to-back shots here as this ball is long gone. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer here in the series as the Rangers have opened it up now 4-0. Looking up is Finley. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Batting ninth.
Solo shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series, and the Rangers have made this a 5-0 ball game. And there to put it away is Gonzalez, and there's your first out.
Center field.
Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
4 runs here in this half inning. And it's quickly 0-2. Now a swing and a high fly ball. This one out to deep left center field. And my gracious, the merry-go-round continues. He's served up yet another home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Kipnis is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Will Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat. Seaver peers in. Here comes the first pitch. Bunt attempt with 2 outs. Arenado scoops it up. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And here is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll be thrown out at first. So that didn't. Nolan Arenado will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
No, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in is the center fielder, Steve Finley. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just 1 swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Change up too low. He walked him. Freddie Freeman takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just 1 finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
That misses 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Blue Jays. Gary Carter is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. Time to move forward to the bottom of inning number 3. Barry Larkin will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And he lays off for ball one.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Back goes Chu at the track. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
Cliff Floyd walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
And that's been their only hit so far in the game.
Jackson ranging back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run.
Now batting.
A solo home run for Cliff Floyd. His first homer so far in the series, and they're on the board at 6-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Well, that's a huge difference between being 0-2 and 1-1 as a hitter, especially against a guy like this on the mound. So that's a good job to hold up on that pitch.
Ryan gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Rangers 6 and the Blue Jays 1. We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4. Steve Finley will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error thus far for Toronto. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. A little bouncer. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Freddie Freeman is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Ryan sets. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Jason Kipnis will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more from Denny Farquhar is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. Reggie Jackson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Barry Larkin will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error thus far for Toronto. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Cliff Floyd swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
On the ground to the right side. Morgan in the hole. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side. Brooks Robinson will start things out for the Rangers in their half of the 6th. We'll join this one here in the bottom of the 6th, already in progress.
Now batting.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Jose Bautista is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for the pitcher. I mean, this guy's the man up there.
Huh. You can bet he's muttering to himself heading back to the dugout. He's not alone. These guys have just had a frustrating time of it from beginning to end thus far.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Steve Finley strides in, grounded out his last time through. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. chop foul at the plate. Strike one. On the ground to third. Fielded by Robinson. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Kevin Segrist will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Will Clark gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th.
The second baseman, number 22,
Jason Kipnis stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
Kane is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Rangers skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Kenley Jansen will come on much too early here if you ask me. It's just the 7th inning. Out in front of it, strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a swing and a miss by Martin as he falls behind now 0-2. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Jansen comes set. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Francisco Lindor will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. A quick out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman
Brooks Robinson will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning.
Center fielder number 6,
Lorenzo Cain steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His 2nd home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was Barry Larkin will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Cliff Floyd is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man in. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, that pitch has a lot of life up in the zone. Just takes off on you.
Got him.
And he's faced 3 batters tonight. Struck out all 3. You can't do a whole lot better than that.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
first pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge with Dallas in the background as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show. Digging in and looking for more, Will Clark. He singled his last time up.
Designated hitter, Will Clark.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 53.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Joaquin Benoit will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Runs up and gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Adrian Gonzalez steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Larkin ranges to his right, and the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. Gary Carter will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Throw to first. Jose Bautista will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Jansen's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
It's not just that he's proven to be tough to hit. He's proven to be tough to touch. I mean, here's 3 straight swing throughs. And he's just mowing them down right now.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away. Steve Finley stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, so the Blue Jays are down to their final strike now. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And I think just about everybody wound up having a hand in this victory as they go on to win this one by 8 runs.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far.
Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's game one of the National League Division Series between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Back now live as we count down to the start of game one. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Jackie Robinson heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. And he falls behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Upton. 1 out.
In the second spot tonight.
Into the box now, Kenny Lofton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the seats, 0-1. Kershaw into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Miguel Cabrera is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Upton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, I think just putting this guy into the stretch early and often. Let's get the leadoff hitter on base to give themselves the best opportunity to score runs throughout the game.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. K-line is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
Stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. George Brett takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series. And the Dodgers move in front now 2-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kiner's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting fifth.
Yogi Berra gets his first opportunity now, trying to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Line toward the alley in left center. Lofton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 LA. Leading off the inning, Ralph Kiner, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Kershaw gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Batting fifth.
Al Kaline stands in.
Al Kaline.
Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Got him.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Carlos Correa is in.